Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika here to do a video for those of you guys that are in the situation of wondering what the heck is holding the divine masculine back. Where it's what I'm going to call this the WTF reading. Like, I don't get it. And I hear this all the time from clients and from comments like, okay, we've kind of cleared through a lot of stuff. We're back in communication. We may have even discussed potentially moving forward, but it's like not moving forward. Or if it's moving forward, it moves forward a little bit and then things kind of like drop off. Or it's, again, the best way to describe it is this is the WTF video, okay? So if you're in this place where it's like you've been on this brink of union, of coming together, and then it's like, okay, like, what are you waiting for? I don't get it. I don't get it. And I hear this all the time from my feminines, even some of my soul sisters who are like, I don't even, like, they're saying it all the time. So I'm doing this video specifically for you guys, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some of the factors that are contributing to the situation. So this is going to be kind of like a message from the masculines to the feminines saying, why I am so slow to take action, why I'm so slow to make a move, why I'm so slow to move this forward. So we're going to take a look at what's going on in their outer world, what's going on in his inner world. We're going to look at what he knows about his divine feminine and also what he knows about relationship with his divine feminine, as well as what's his rationale for why he's not, like, what is he saying to himself? So why he's not moving this forward. And what he actually really wants with his divine feminine. So this is going to be kind of an interesting video and a reading because I don't know what's going to come out. And I can kind of already feel, I don't know, I'm feeling this, I don't know, I've just got this anticipatory energy coming through. Maybe I'm tuning into your guys' energies about like, yeah, I want to know this, I want to know this. So I don't know what it is, but we're going to, yeah, so that's what we're going to look at here and help you guys anchor and understand what the heck is going on. And I am going to be doing an extended. So if this is sounding like it's accurate for you, I'm going to be going into doing an extended later. Just for those of you, obviously, if this is resonating, if this feels like this is exactly tuning in to your situation, or if I'm speaking directly to you, then I will be doing an extended video going more in depth. And that video is going to cover things like, what is the masculine afraid of? What his heart is telling him? What are the unconscious hurdles that are kind of in the way, or what I like to call the priorities? What does Spirit want the divine masculine to know regarding taking action? What does the feminine really want the masculine in this situation to know? What he's healing and working through. And then we're also going to get into the guidance for the divine feminines who are watching this, because obviously it's going to be feminine, mostly the divine feminine who's watching this video. Though definitely some masculines will be watching it too to help gain an understanding for their own process and their own understanding of self. Because I got to tell you, I'm getting so many more masculines watching these videos and I absolutely love it. So welcome if you are new here, and obviously if you've been here for a while. I want to just say a huge welcome to all of you. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm really excited to see what Spirit's going to bring through, because I never know. You know, I get this nudge to do a specific topic, and then we will see how Spirit brings it, and sometimes it's different than we expect. So maybe that's the anticipatory energy I'm feeling, because maybe they're going to bring us some stuff that is not what we think. So, okay, with that, I'm going to get started here. And also, as I'm shuffling, I typically tend to tune in, when I do my collective readings, I tune into a specific group of the collective. These are the ones that are pretty much on the leading edge of coming into union. But my last couple of videos I did, because that was trending in that way, for a while, I felt like I wanted to give some support to those of you that are not in that stage of the journey. So the last couple of videos may have felt for some of you like it was taking a step backwards if you've been resonating with more of the leading edge videos. So I know some of you also may have been triggered, feeling like it might have been taking a step back, but I just want you to know that those were intended specifically to tune into other segments that maybe don't get as much airtime on this channel, because like I said, I just see what Spirit's bringing through and go with it. But I was noticing that it was a very specific leading edge part of the collective that maybe what some people might call first wavers, if you're on the twin flame journey, or just people that are really awakening to their divinity and their sacred embodiment of their energy. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that that those were intended, and I specifically asked Spirit to bring me messages for people that were in different groups of the collective, and then what came in beyond that was what they wanted to bring through. So I just trust what they're bringing in as to why they're bringing it in when they do. So hopefully that is helpful for you guys. Okay, so let's see what is going on here in the Divine Masculine's outer world. Okay, let's see what's going on. This is let's get a glimpse into this guy. And again, masculine, feminine, this is not gender specific, okay? And these are intended to be timeless. Meaning whenever you watch the video, if it's resonating, no matter when I record it, that's Spirit's way of bringing you the message when it is intended for you. And the extended reading link will be in the description box below. Well, right away, we're getting the Moon card here. So this is about intuition. This is about connecting to your intuition. This is about connecting to the intuition of the feminine energy within the masculine, but also that I'm just getting drawn to this beautiful feminine who's sitting here on the moon with all these flowers. It's like he's connecting so much to his intuition around his feminine, which is part of the reason why he's in the situation that he's in. It's about deciphering it. It's also about releasing the fears that hold him back from really going for it with this feminine. So hopefully, guys, I'm going to put this back in the deck, but that just flipped out for a reason. But let's see what is going on in the progression of energies with the masculines that are in this situation. Like kind of where they're at in their journey. Where's the recent, past, current, and what's coming in? Recent past is 10 of Cups. Current energy is the Empress. What's coming in is the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So this group of masculines that's, really on the brink here and just holding back, here it is. We have the 10 of Cups. This is happy, emotional fulfillment. This is family. This is having all of your emotional needs being met and just happiness and contentment. And the present energy is, here's this Empress. She's here. She's ready to go. She's waiting for the masculine because likely, like I said, a lot of you guys have had some communication about this, or you're soon to have this communication. So she's sitting here waiting. She's sitting here waiting. She's abundant. She's sensual. She's nurturing. She's just like, okay, let's do this thing. And I'm noticing also that the cards are springtime here, okay? This is springtime in this particular deck, and I live in a part of the world where we are entering into springtime. The spring equinox is happening in just about, 10 days or so here in March. So definitely could be indicative potentially of timing. And again, this is where I feel like there's a lot of my clients are writing in about coming into union, okay? They're really reconnecting. They're getting into this. So this is happening for many of you, okay? But what is coming here is this 5 of Pentacles energy. This is about being a little worried, feeling like he's kind of stuck. With this rain, he's like stuck sitting here. He's stuck under this mushroom that's bringing him some cover. But there's rain out there and he's not very cozy and comfortable. He's got his coins here on the ground. And he's just sitting there. It does feel like a lot of these masculines are beating themselves up for not being able to take that step forward. It's like they start to get into this cycle, into this circle in their minds of like, I know what I want, this is amazing, it's right in front of me, and then what the hell is wrong with me? Like, why aren't I able to finally take that leap, right? This is that phase where it's like they know they want this with the feminine, they know she's his path, but they're still not jumping in both feet, okay? So that's kind of what's happening there. So let's see what's going on in his outer world. What is going on in the outer world? What's going on in his life in general at this point? What do they want us to know about that? There's the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So what I'm feeling from this, what's going on in the outer world, is there is definitely an energy where he's in the process of dropping the conflict. There's something that's been conflicting him. Some of these thoughts, some of these fears, because he's getting drawn to his feminine, that's for sure, because the Queen of Wands is here. She's very magnetic. You know, this is the divine feminine in human form here. Well, actually, she's coming in twice. This is like the embodiment of divine feminine energy in human form, and then here's even more in like the physical plane, the Queen of Wands. She's drawing him to her. So his outer environment is he can't help but be drawn to her. It is a magnetic. It is a magnetic pull that's real. It's not just, oh, I like them. It's literally a physical phenomenon. This pull from the feminine. And this emotion, like this emotional fulfillment, this new start with this Ace of Cups. It's here. It's like it's standing right in front of the masculine, and he's like, he can't ignore it. But it's like, all he has to do is just like finally cross over that threshold. Because it's here, and it's like he feels it, he knows it, but he's still in the process. He's still in the process of feeling like, with the Five of Swords, this little bit of conflicted, and he's not conflicted about, do I want my feminine? Do I want to move forward in the relationship with my feminine? He's just conflicted because it's scary. It's like what you've always wanted is right freaking here in front of your face, and it's like, holy shit, it's right here. And so this is what's going on in his outer world. Let's see what's going on in his inner world. So these are the forces that are kind of impacting him, right? That are impacting him right now. You know, his feminine, this new start, this gift being given from the universe. The Ace of Cups is like the universe going, here you go. Here's your beautiful gift. Here's your emotional fulfillment. Here's your overflowing emotions. Here is this relationship and a new start and a deepening of your emotional relationship. Your emotional relationship, your emotional connection, and your intimacy when it comes to living from an open-hearted energy. Thank you. That's much more articulate. Sometimes I hear myself talking, I'm like, what the hell am I saying? That's not what I'm meaning to say. Okay. So that is what's happening. Let's see what's going on in his inner world. What is going on in the inner world of the masculines in this situation? We get the Fool card, the Princess of Swords, and the Judgment card. So his heart, his inner world is where his heart's just like, you know what? It's the Fool. I'm just going to go for it. I have to go for it. What else can I do? It's like, it's inevitable. I have to do this. I have to just go and see where this journey takes me. And I love this depiction of the Fool because he's in this ring, which is like this completion of the journey. It's like, I'm just going to let gravity take me, and just trust that within this wheel here, within this sphere of my spirituality, I'm just going to go and see where I end up. And there are a lot of butterflies around here. There are pink butterflies, yellow butterflies, white butterflies, and blue butterflies. So I'm saying that because I know some of you have asked for certain signs, and they're asking me to call out the colors because that's significant for some of you watching. But his heart knows. It's like, let's just get it. Let's get this going. And the Princess of Swords here in the inner world, you know, this is a little bit about kind of what I'm getting. It's like, so I'm getting multiple messages at once here. She's the observer, right? So in his inner world, he's observing. He's trying to see what kind of like the lay of the land, they're saying. Like he's getting the lay of the land right now to see when is the right time to communicate. What is the right thing to communicate? He may be feeling also that he's not sure what to communicate exactly, so until he knows, he's just observing. It's like, I'm just getting this feeling where, you know, when they're giving me a cat that's crouching. You know when they start to crouch and their tail starts to flick back and forth, and they're just ready to pounce when the time is right. Okay, and that's what I'm feeling from the masculine in his inner world. Because it's like he's aligning with the judgment card. It's like, what in my life is missing? Where am I not aligning? Why am I not living my truth? And so when I'm getting the Fool card with the judgment card here, because this judgment card is the last card right before that, right before the world card, which is the completion of the journey of the major arcana. So it's like he's right on the brink of, you know what? Am I ready? I am ready to live my best life. There's signs of spring here again. The flowers are starting to bloom through the snow. And it's like, you know what? She's taking off her jacket. She's trusting the light. She's trusting her guidance here. So it just feels like he's like ready to pounce. And so part of why he hasn't been taking that leap is because he's waiting for a sign. He's waiting for the right opportunity. Okay? All right. Let's see what he knows about his divine feminine. What is it that he knows about his divine feminine? The Ten of Swords. He knows this is the end of the challenging situation that they've been in. He knows this is the ending of that cycle, of the fear cycle. He knows that he has the awareness how he has potentially hurt her and how it has been a difficult road. Maybe how he's even possibly betrayed her in whatever way she feels or he feels. So he's aware of what he's done, you know, because before the energies of this particular collective, it was like they didn't really quite understand the impact they had on their feminine. And it's like they get it, okay? They really, really get it. What does he know about his relationship with his divine feminine? Temperance. He knows she's been patient. He knows that she's been patient because he's had to integrate his spiritual lessons, his truth. This has also been he knows that the relationship has been transforming, because the Temperance card can be the card of alchemy. Something changing completely from one substance into another. This isn't just, okay, maybe we had some sort of relationship before, or we've known each other for a long time, and now we're just going to open the door and go to the next chapter and still be in that same dynamic. The masculine knows that it is completely transformed and transforming into a completely new thing. Whether you've dated before, whether you've been in relationship before, whether you have just been acquaintances or just been friends, he is aware that this is actually being transformed into something completely new that he has never experienced before. All right. Beautiful. So let's see what he's telling himself. What's his rationale for why he's not moving forward yet? I mean, we've kind of gotten what's going on in the inner world, but let's see what he's consciously telling himself. Like, what is the masculine telling himself about why he hasn't started, like, really made the transition to go into the, step over the threshold, if you will. What is he telling himself? Look at the Princess of Pentacles. Again, he knows, he's like trying to figure out the right time. He's trying to find a way to express himself, because this is new territory for how he's expressing himself. It's like he's trying to get his thoughts out on paper. And this is not literally, although some may be obviously literally trying to like figure out what to say. And sometimes writing things down is where you get clarity. So it's like some may be wanting to communicate here with this Princess of Pentacles and trying to find out what to say, and he's thinking about it. He's trying to think of what to say. Maybe it's a text message, maybe it's an email, maybe it's just what to say, period, right? Let's see, what else is he telling himself here about why he hasn't... Because he's saying it's not quite time yet with this High Priestess. He's thinking about what to say. He knows maybe he's telling himself that it may not be time to reveal everything. You know, kind of like he's afraid to tell everything, because he also knows that she knows, probably that he knows. It's like he knows that she already knows. This is why he's not, because it's almost like he's literally like, well, she already knows, we've talked about it, and why is there still a question mark? Is kind of what he's saying, where it's like, well, duh, of course, it may not be time to reveal everything yet, but it's more about, she gets it already, so what's a few more days? You know, because it's, what's a few more days, or what's a few more... You know, it's like, because he's that cat waiting to pounce. He's crouched. He's crouched. It's just a matter of that chance. And let's see what else he's telling himself. And the King of Pentacles. Some of them could be telling themselves that they want, the right time will be when he can approach her from this place of success. When he knows he's going to be successful, when he knows that it's going to work into this beautiful result. And some of them may be really, again, rationalizing not moving forward until they can really bring forth this King of Pentacles energy. This is somebody that's highly successful, very loyal, he's very kind, he's very well liked, he's charismatic, but he's also just a good guy. But he wants to feel like he's deserving. He's in the king energy, because he kind of puts the feminine here a little bit on this plane of admiration and honoring. Because remember, that's what's been going on with this collective group of masculines, is he really honors her. He doesn't just want her. He respects her. He honors her. He admires her for her strength and her success and who she is and how she lives her life, how she lives in her truth. And some of them may be explaining it to themselves of like, until I'm this king, I can't quite be worthy of her. And others, it's really just, I want to know that I'm going to be successful. Let's see what he wants with his divine feminine. What does he want? What does the masculine know that he wants with his feminine? The Five of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Oh, I love it. I love it. Beautiful energy. What he wants with his feminine is to move out of the energy of regret, of sadness of the past. He wants to continue the partnership. He wants to work together with her to create, to grow things, so that they can be victorious, right? This is about having a public victory. This is about coming out of the challenging times and into a celebration. You know, this is a pagan ritual here that's happening in the springtime. This is like May Day, right? And this often can be a card of proposal of marriage. So she's putting the wreath. All right, I'm getting, okay, this is what they're giving me, and I can't tell from this card, but I'm just, again, I'm an intuitive reader. But what I'm being drawn to is that they're, with my family's heritage, we celebrate Midsummer Night's Festival. And part of that festival and that ritual is where the females who are available, who are single, who are not taken, wear a wreath of flowers around their head to indicate that they are single. And in this one, it's like she's taking it off. They're taking it off of her head because she's no longer going to need to be single. She's taken. So this is what he really wants with his feminine, to get out of the sadness of the past, the regrets of the past, being focused on the past. He wants to continue the partnership. He wants to work with her to create, to grow, to build things in partnership, and to have celebration. Oh my gosh, I love it. It was funny because I was like, what does he want from his feminine? I'm thinking a lot of the really beautiful energies and cards have already come out. Not that there's not more in the deck, but this, just the way they brought this story was really, really, really beautiful. Well, all right. Well, we've gotten some good info here, guys. Good explanation. I hope this has helped you with this understanding of why, and maybe help you soften to empathize a little bit with where the masculines are at here. Now, what I'm going to do is, if this has been feeling like it's what you're going through and what feels like it's completely aligned for you, we're going to go do the extended video, and I'm going to pause this, going to record and put it on my channel. In that extended, we're going to get into what is the masculine really afraid of? What is his heart telling him? What is his heart, telling his mind? What are the unconscious factors that are impacting him right now? What is he currently healing through? What is needing to be healed? And also, what is Spirit's guidance for this masculine regarding taking action? And we're going to get also into what does the divine feminine really want to say to the masculines that are watching this? If you're in the situation, what does she really want him to know? And then we're going to get guidance for the masculine from Spirit, but we're also going to get guidance for the feminine that's watching this video. How to navigate this, what's important for you to know, what's the guidance for Spirit, what's here for you to heal as well and to surrender, and just what they want you to know about, how to navigate this phase of where, like, that's probably why I felt this anticipatory energy at the beginning, because of this stupid cat. The stupid cat. Not the stupid cat, but I'm laughing because when the cat's crouched and then they pounce on you, and if you have a cat, sometimes you can be walking by and then boom, they jump out at you and startle you. That's what I was feeling. That is totally what I was feeling. And I'm not calling the masculine stupid for being in a cat reference, but I am so jumpy. I am one of those people that I'm always saying to my daughter, please don't jump scare me ever, because I will have a heart attack. Like, please don't do that. Because I grew up with my brother doing that to me, and he would crouch around the corner and just love to scare the crap out of me. And I swear it's also probably part of my homeopathic constitution of being someone who's easily startled. So that is probably why I felt that anticipatory energy at the very beginning. And now they're tying it to the cat, so it makes so much sense. All right, guys. Well, I hope this has been helpful. If you want to join me in the extended video, the more in-depth video, the link is down below. And in the meantime, I'd love to hear in the comments how this has been for you, how this phase of the journey has been for you, how you've navigated through it. In support of the other people who this is resonating for. All right, guys, so I'm going to hop on and do the extended video now, and I wish you so much love. Until next time.